It's a very special Late Night with Conan O'Brien. Tonight from the Larry Sanders Show, Janine Garofalo and Buster Poindexter with Andy Richter and the Max Weinberg 7. You know, the only reason they invited me aboard is because my ass can be used as a flotation device. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the Late Night Circle Line Dancers.
It's a show on a boat, a TV show on a boat. Late Night with Conan O'Brien on a boat.
Max and his band on a boat. An audience on a boat.
The three of us on a boat. Who would have thought on a boat? Our dreams and hopes on a boat. So down and hope on a boat.
Hey, there's a boat on a boat on a boat. Now dance like sissy boys.
Afloat. There is a name you can quote. It's the Conan O'Brien Show. On a ship.
And now, here's your host, Conan O'Brien.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. All right. Welcome to our big Circle Line show, ladies and gentlemen. We're in New York Harbor, and what show would be complete without the man who saved my life in Korea, Andy Richter? Let's bring him out here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Andy, how are you?
We actually got people to come along on this thing. Can you believe it?
I know, it's very hard to believe.
Incredible.
Everyone in the studio audience is being paid $800.
That's right.
I'd also, of course, like to call attention to the finest band in late night TV, the Max Weinberg 7. Max. All right, how are you?
Yeah.
I think we should call attention very quickly to the beautiful outfits being worn by Max and his band tonight. This put
Conan.
General Electric out. How much money?
Yeah, these are the real thing. We're experienced cruisers in this band.
Okay, that's right. Andy, what do you think, this whole ensemble?
Max Weinberg and his Periwinkle 7. That's what I call him.
That's
Very
right.
nice.
We paid top dollar.
Uh-huh.
This whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is costing the network, I think, in the neighborhood of $6.4 million.
Yeah, $6.4 million. This is almost as much money as they spent on the show in a hole that we did.
Yeah, we did it. I don't know if people saw that. About a year ago, we did a show
in a hole.
In a hole. It was the
Yeah.
worst idea we ever had.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a deep hole.
It's like 4 feet.
4 feet deep.
Yeah.
And we sort of squatted in this hole
Yeah.
for the entire hour, and Max and the guys didn't even rent suits for that.
Yeah, this should be better. Oh, you know what? We forgot.
Oh yeah, let's get
The
into it
hats.
right now. What do you think? Good look for the show?
Gotta wear them. Of course, when I put on a hat like this, it begs for an Alan Hale Jr. impersonation.
I think we all want to see Andy do his Alan Hale Jr. impression. Let's see it right now.
Here it is. That was it, yeah.
That was it?
That's, you know.
I thought there was a whole monologue.
No, that's pretty
I was
much
told to block 40 minutes of showtime for that.
I'm sorry.
That's it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some guests.
All right, terrific.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, well, listen, we are out here, and I thought, what better way to start the show than with some quick jokes about New York landmarks?
Okay.
What do you think, Andy? You ready for it?
I think we have to.
All right, now we're going to see a lot of incredible things here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of incredible sights on this tour, on this Circle Line tour. And I should point out, it is the 50th anniversary of the Circle Line. I wanted to mention that right now. I actually get paid if I mention that.
Really?
Yeah, we can write off this whole crappy trip. All right. Now, I want to point out that we're going to see some incredible things, Andy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're going to see the Empire State Building.
Right.
Yeah. You know, Andy, I can't help it. It's hard to look at the Empire State Building without thinking about that famous monster.
King Kong.
No, Leona Helmsley.
Oh,
These are
boy.
terrific.
Wow.
And the advantage of these jokes, ladies and gentlemen, is you can't do these on land.
No, you can't.
These are only good at sea. We have to do them now. We're also going to see the Statue of Liberty, Andy, which I don't know if you're aware, it was a gift from France in 1886.
Oh, yeah, I did know that.
Yeah. You know, our gift to France, of course, was Jerry Lewis.
I think
Okay.
we got the better end of the deal.
Yeah, I think we did,
Yeah.
of course. Of course, there's the Javits Center. We're going to see the Javits Center.
Sure, right up
which,
there.
ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest exhibition center in the Western Hemisphere. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the second biggest place for exhibitions, incidentally, is Times Square.
Times Square.
So,
Maritime law says you gotta tell these jokes on a boat.
ladies and gentlemen, we didn't want to do jokes on the open seas, but
No.
apparently it is a Coast Guard rule.
Maritime law.
4 jokes up top, and they can't be that good. That's apparently part of the rule. And finally, we're going to see the Brooklyn Bridge.
Right.
Andy. Yeah, which actually, if you didn't know this, the Brooklyn Bridge connects the borough of Manhattan to the thousands of guys named Tony. And I think it's in...
Yep.
Okay, we just fulfilled our legal obligation.
That's right.
All right, we're fine now. Actually, we're legal now.
Uh-huh.
We can now do the show. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, to make this whole night special for everybody, each member of our audience has received a very special and very nice commemorative, listen. That's right. They've received a late night Circle Line Show commemorative t-shirt. Look at these, they're beautiful. Isn't that nice?
That is nice. That's beautiful.
You know, Andy, I think, thank you. That's great. That's terrific. You know, the line between enthusiasm and mob-like anger is
Yeah.
very thin.
Yeah.
Let's hope we don't cross
Yeah.
the line.
And let's hope we just keep afloat.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to introduce the crew of this marvelous vessel. You can't do a show like this without first meeting the crew.
Right.
Isn't that fair?
That's very fair.
All right, so let's start off with the man at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Captain Ed Weber. Ed, are you there?
Hi, Conan. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
Hello, Captain.
How's it going?
Captain, keep both hands on the wheel, please, would you?
Okay.
All right. Now, sir, how are you? How's it going in the wheelhouse? Anything to report?
Nothing yet. I haven't seen anything yet.
Sir, is it true that you're good friends with Captain Hazelwood?
Who told you that?
All right, that's fine. We'll keep that to ourselves.
If anybody here wants to get married, he can do it.
That's right. If any members, we should point out now, if any members of the studio audience wish to get married at any point, just ask us. Captain Weber will take care of it. We also have, in addition to the real captain, we have Oldie Olson aboard, who thinks he's the captain. Say hi to Oldie for us. How you doing there, Oldie? You okay? That's...
Look at him wrestle with that wheel.
Yeah, man, he's in a life struggle with that wheel there. All right, go easy on it, Oldie.
Just for anyone at home who's concerned, he is tied down. So
Yeah, he
no
is tied
gust
down.
of
He
wind
can't
can
blow
take him
away.
off. Yeah.
And he'll be selling fish sticks after the show, and do not purchase them.
Yeah.
All right. I should point out, ladies and gentlemen, our tour guide today is Chris Calhoun. We should give him a hand. Chris, are you there?
Hey, Conan, Andy, welcome aboard.
Chris, where are we right now?
Well, we're just off on your left, the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers there.
Yeah, I could have told you that. Any facts about the Twin Towers? Anything at all?
Pretty darn tall, aren't they?
You're a big help, Chris. I'm sorry I ever met you. All right, let's move on. We also have, ladies and gentlemen, no ship would be complete without galley slaves. So let's everyone give a hand to the galley slaves on board.
See, I thought we were diesel powered.
Andy, it's a union thing.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Okay.
Can we just cut back quickly, Liz? Doesn't it look like Mick Fleetwood is at the end right there? Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Mick Fleetwood of Fleetwood Mac. Hey, it's work. It's work.
That oar is really churning up the air off the railing there.
It's not the most realistic thing we ever accomplished. All right, anyway, we're also very excited, ladies and gentlemen, because we thought it was important if we're going to do a show on the open seas. that we should have a rare form of aquatic sea life aboard. And actually earlier today, a manatee was caught in our rudder and got a little bit mangled, but he's fine now. He's on board. And Andy and everybody, please say hello to our manatee. How are you there, manatee?
Just... Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Just happy to be alive, Conan. Happy,
All right.
Happy to not be dead.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that ad-lib, manatee. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, people often put New York Harbor down a lot. They say mean things about it, and we were legally required to do some mean jokes about it earlier in the show.
We had to, yeah.
Yeah, we were forced to, but it's wrong. It really is wrong to do that, because earlier today, we found something very wonderful and magical right here in New York Harbor. Ladies and gentlemen, we found a genuine New York Harbor mermaid.
Hey, Conan! Want a date, Conan? Conan, I can make your head spin, Conan.
That's okay. I'm very tempted, ma'am, but no thank you.
You don't know what you're missing. I'm the best. I love you long time.
All right, thank you very much. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? We have children on board the ship now. We're going to put them in a little skiff and send them away. Re-educate them. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, a very special hello to our special bartender tonight, Isaac from the Love Boat, Ted Land. Say hi to him, Isaac. Hey, Isaac.
Thank you. Listen, Conan. Yeah, all right.
Isaac, how are you? Yeah,
Conan,
great. Yeah.
a liquored audience is a happy audience. And I can tell they've already been liquored up a little bit, so we're going to take care of the rest of the day for them.
All right, great.
So, I prepared Isaac's special grog, courtesy of the Lido deck.
Very nice.
Enjoy. Yeah.
All right, that's Isaac's special brew for the entire audience.
Wow.
That's nice, and Isaac will have, he and his pirate cohorts will pass out grog to the entire audience. They'll be quite drunk by the next commercial break.
Yeah, that's good.
And meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, one more time before we're going to go to commercial now. I understand
Okay.
we'll be back with Janine Garofalo. But when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Janine Garofalo here. But before we do, let's hear it for the late night circle line dancers. Come on, guys. Hey, everybody, we're back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. We kid the Circle Line crew quite a bit here, and we do it because we think they deserve it. They're bad people. But we want to stress there really is a very dedicated, hardworking bunch that keeps this old tub afloat. And, well, to give you some idea, Andy and I went out yesterday and found out just who these fine people are. Take a look. Andy and I are standing here on the Circle Line Pier. They're getting the boat ready behind us right now for our big show. And, well, we just thought it would be fun to go and take you through a tour of the bowels of the ship. Which,
Really? The bowels?
Hi. Andy and I are here right now with Captain Ed Weber. He's the commander of the Circle Line 17. Thanks for being with us.
How do you do, Mr. O'Brien?
Yeah.
Ahoy.
Do you ever get the strong urge to run over pleasure craft?
All the time.
You see a couple of yahoos from Jersey on their boat with the radio blaring loud, and they're eating buffalo wings and guzzling Old Milwaukee. You just want to cut that vessel in two, don't you?
You know it.
Tell us, what are some of the great things we're going to see on the tour around the island?
Well, undoubtedly, the highlight of the tour for most people that come on it is Lady Liberty out at the statue herself and the World Trade Center, the tall buildings. That's what the tourists who primarily ride the Circle Line come to see.
You ever tear up a little bit when you see Our Lady Liberty?
Sometimes on our night cruises I do, because it's kind of romantic looking, and she's an inspiring statue. And besides being the world's tallest sculpture, yes, it does bring a tear to your eye.
There's a rumor that you've been sending the statue letters unsolicited and that you've been asked to stop.
Who told you that, Captain Weber? Captain Weber hates the French.
Yeah, tell us about that.
What nationality of tourists do you have the most trouble with?
Well, I don't know if I could say that on TV.
Sure you can.
I'd rather not.
We promise this will never air.
The French?
Is there anything you can tell us about Chris, the tour guide?
He lies about the heights of buildings and things like that.
The Empire State Building?
110 stories.
Our Lady, Lady Liberty.
With the base, 300 feet above New York Harbor.
Without the base?
151 feet.
Hey, what's this?
Let's take a look.
You know, I really feel like you've gone too far this time. That's just too much.
Look, the head isn't big enough, or it's what's the problem?
No, it's too much. It's
much,
too big. It's too you. It's, you know, there's other people involved in this thing. It's not just you.
Would you? I mean, we could get you a head if you want a head. I mean,
you could do that?
Guys, it's getting kind of late, and quite frankly, I'm getting sick and tired of these questions you're asking me. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to cut out now.
well, that's fine, because actually we're getting a little sick and tired of you.
Quite sick indeed.
Okay, I think that did a lot of good, Andy.
Yeah, we sure did.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back. We'll see you in just a second on a boat. Here's to all of us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Janine Garofalo will be right out in just a second. But first, let's check in with our tour guide, Chris, and see where we are. What are we looking at over there, Chris? Can you tell us anything about it?
Well, Conan, inland to your left, that's the 77-story Chrysler Building. It was once the tallest building in the world.
Really? The Chrysler Building. That's really incredible. I'd like to take a look at the Chrysler Building a little closer up. I've got a little spyglass right here, just to see what it looks like. There we go. I think that's it. Oh, look, Andy, it's Ed Koch.
Really?
Yeah, and he's eating a giant tub of peanut butter with an oversized spoon.
Well, that's what Ed Koch does.
That's kind of what he does best,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
All right, always nice to see these things.
Hi. Thank you.
Janine,
Yes.
first of all, it's only right to start off. Would you care to wear a silly sailor hat?
Absolutely.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Is it this good tassel and back?
Yeah, it's got, I think, is it tassel and back? Anyone here know? Tassel and back? You just know how to chant boat, 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 right?
All right.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. You know what we've learned?
People like to chant the word boat.
We've learned, Janine, that on the high seas, anything counts as a chant. Yeah, anything can be converted. How are you? How's life going?
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Is this mine?
Yes, this is yours. This is Isaac's punch. Very good.
That is so amazing to in my 30th year come to a point where I get a mixed drink from Isaac the bartender.
Isn't that
That's
sort of,
what it's all about.
Isn't that having a show business wish fulfilled?
Yep, it is. All the years bombing in comedy clubs, 10 years, it's all come to fruition right here in this mug, and it's all worthwhile.
That's kind of, yeah. Well, if we could make it all worthwhile, then I think we haven't really done our job yet, and we'll keep trying.
Okay. Why, thank you.
All right, and you're free to eat the orange at any point. If you
Okay,
want.
thanks.
Now, life is going well for you. Tell us, what projects are you involved in?
Well, I just finished hosting a show for Comedy Central called Comedy Product, which will be on either sometime in the summer or sometime in the fall. I don't know.
So this is just turning out to be, for you, the greatest year possible.
Oh, yes, yeah.
You're a special one off without a hitch.
The HBO
thing,
well,
and you get a drink from Isaac. So
yeah,
everything's just sort of cascading now. This is just goodness cascading all over you.
Right. Well, the Comedy Central thing was fine, and then the HBO One Night Stand I did recently was fine, except for there was kind of a weird stalker guy in the front row who
Really?
who would think I would have a stalker? I mean, that's like really odd that I would, because I think I have like maybe 15 fans on the internet across this country. Maybe they're like the secret 15.
No, you deserve a stalker. No.
Well, he was sitting in the front row. We taped at the Fillmore in San Francisco, and I had to go there for sound check at 3:30 in the afternoon, and he was there. With a T-shirt with my face on it. So we had to go and make one because they don't have T-shirts with my face on it.
So that's a sign of desperation right there, that he went to that trouble.
Yeah, and then he sat in the front row for both shows. And so I had him come up on stage on the second show so they could get coverage on him in case I die or something, so that people would be aware of his physical appearance, so that in case I get murdered, that this would be the man to look to.
Would be the guy, he'd be easy to find. He's the guy with your face on his chest, yeah. I don't know. I envy you. I would kill for a stalker. I don't have a stalker, you know.
Oh, be careful what you wish for.
Really? I look at the front row here. I see, you know.
Smiling faces.
I get Regis's stalker coming here to see my show. Do you know what I mean? That's what I get.
Wait, you're showing a shirt. Does it say Conan on your shirt?
No, it says Andy.
Andy!
There it is. It's an Andy shirt. That's very nice.
You're on tape now.
Just in case something happens, we know what you look like.
So everyone's got a stalker except me. Oh.
I'll get you one.
My life's going down the tubes fast.
You'll get one, don't
I've got this goofy hat. All right, now you're, I understand you actually were working on another project with Michael Moore. Is
yeah,
that right?
I do some stuff occasionally for Michael Moore, who did Roger and Me, and now he has a TV show called TV Nation. And Michael Moore is like, he's the greatest guy, but he's totally a guy who likes to get to the bottom of things, and getting arrested is his favorite thing, and if he can get the correspondents arrested, he would like that too. So I did a piece as a correspondent on Greenwich Beach in Greenwich, Connecticut, which is off limits to anyone outside of Greenwich. So Michael wants to, you know, expose this elitist exclusionary policy of Greenwich because he feels no one can own the water. So he sent me out to go get a beach pass in Greenwich, Connecticut, and of course I don't live there, so they wouldn't give me one, but he wants like a hoo-ha. But you know, with me, I go up there and say, can I get a pass? And the woman says, do you live here? And I said, no. She goes, I'm sorry, you can't have one. I'm like, okay, thanks, bye. So that's like, thank you very much for your time. So that wasn't good enough.
I don't want to be of any more bother. I'll be leaving now and taking my TV crew with me.
Okay, that's fine. And
you
then
would make the worst 60 Minutes
I know,
correspondent.
but it gets worse than that. Then, so he puts me in a boat to try and row on to Venice Beach, which doesn't work. Not Venice Beach, Greenwich Beach. Doesn't work. And I'm like, okay, fine, I can't go on. Okay, bye. Row away. Then drive on. They wouldn't let me on. So then finally it wasn't working. So I just dove in the water. I just tried to swim on in my clothes, and I had glasses on, and I swim in, and it took me like 30 minutes to swim to where it's illegal. And they have the Coast Guard waiting for me, or the Greenwich Coast Guard, and then there's cops waiting for me on the beach. But I have to swim in. There's nowhere for me to go. And the people of Greenwich were waiting for me on the beach too, hurling insults and screaming and yelling. And I was so willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, yet they really turned out to be a very unpleasant group of people.
Very
in Greenwich.
angry with you.
Very angry with me.
They beat you with
They
lacrosse
were
shirts
yelling and hurling insults, and I'm such a loser. Like, I reverted. There were some young people yelling at me, and I went, has anybody ever seen Reality Bites? You know, it was like this horrible moment. And so a couple of them go, yeah, that was me, that was me. I took my glasses off, bangs, I had bangs. And so that quelled a couple of them for a second. But then there was like all these other ones, older ones, and I said, bye-bye, love, did you enjoy that? Paul Reiser, everybody likes Paul Reiser, right? And that didn't work, and they were yelling at me. And then
and you were all wet,
I know,
too.
I was totally wet, and they had to have a lawyer for TV Nation come down and beg the cops to let me run to a waiting car over the thing. So that was bad.
Well, Janine, you're with us now, and you're on a boat.
I'm in safe,
and you're drinking one of Isaac's drink, and everything's
really
fine now.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have a little more with Janine Garofalo when we come back. So we'll see you in just a second. Stick around.
Andy! Conan!
Oh, my God.
It's a giant squid!
Ah,
there you go, Max.
Woo! That was frightening.
All right, we're back, everybody. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, we are sailing here in New York Harbor, and we're very excited, despite a little bit of drizzle and the fact that, Janine, you're now very sick, aren't you?
A little seasick.
She's feeling really seasick, and, well, the whole thing's falling apart around us. But we're very excited, very, very excited, ladies and gentlemen, because right now we have a very special treat in store for you. I'm sure everyone out there in TV land and here on the boat is aware of famous illusionist David Copperfield. Probably the most famous illusionist of all time, right? And ladies and gentlemen, he's not just a magician, he's an illusionist, which is a whole other grade higher than magician, you know? Not just some crappy magician, he's an illusionist.
An illusionist.
Thank you. Anyway, you all know how David Copperfield is most famous for once making the Statue of Liberty disappear. That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're privileged to have him aboard today to repeat this amazing trick for the first time ever on a boat. I'm going to start crying. Boat! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Copperfield. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he do it? And more importantly, why does he do it?
I don't know.
It's incredible.
Why do we let him?
Why do we let him do it? How is it? We're all going to take a break here. We're going to recover from what I think may be the most incredible thing anyone's ever seen anywhere, and we'll be right back, so stick around. We'll see you in a second. And when does he? Okay, everybody, we're back. You know, Andy, Janine, I've been thinking, since we're out here in the middle of New York Harbor, and since we actually find ourselves in the bow of the boat, and since we happen to have a working 19th century cannon, it seems like we ought to take this opportunity to declare war on New Jersey. What do you think?
Declare war on New Jersey is what I was going to say.
Isn't that a good idea?
It makes sense, yeah.
All right, now, Andy, what target have we loaded up?
We're at the Colgate sign in Jersey City. Colgate sign and clock, because nothing would strike at the hearts of New Jerseyans more than to destroy their Colgate sign.
To destroy the Colgate sign would make New Jersey people angry enough that they would actually go to war with New York. All right, I'll buy it.
Okay.
Should we do it?
Yep, I'm ready.
Fire when ready, Andy.
You want to do it, or should I? I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Janine, cover your ears. Go, baby, go! Burn, mama, burn. Oh, man, this is taking longer than we expected.
Go!
Go.
My, the New Jersey coastline is beautiful. I should come down here more often. What the hell was that? Don't they know I'm Ed Koch?
My God, that man gets around.
Again.
Pre-tape, Koch. Oh, that was fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I think there's another boat over there.
Wow, I think we might be in trouble. That sounds like a siren.
Yeah, let's not mention the cannon.
Let's check this out. Come on, Janine, it's part of the bit.
All right, Conan.
Here, you talk to him.
Hold this, Janine.
Thank you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's the New York City Fire Department. They might be a little angry.
Attention! We have information regarding the guests on your Monday show.
Wow.
Do not attempt to flee or in any way leave the seafaring vessel. Is that understood?
Yes, we understand.
I repeat, is that understood?
Yes, understood.
Silence! Monday night, you will have from Wings, Crystal Bernard.
Hey, Crystal Bernard.
And on the show, author Calvin Trillin.
Hey, Calvin Trillin, that's
And
great.
musical guest, Beau Jacques.
Beau Jacques, that's
Is that
terrific.
understood?
That's a great show. That's a terrific program. Thank you. Monday.
Yes, it is a terrific program. Now prepare for the gratuitous spraying of water.
Woohoo! Oh, look. Wow. I love the gratuitous spraying of water. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
God bless you.
Water.
All right, it's very nice. Very nice water spraying. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a personal touch.
Nice job. That's terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like Monday's going to be a great show. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll see you in a moment.
Oh, man.
Buster, that was terrific.
Thank you.
Love the hat. Please sit down, enjoy. Thank you for being with us. I understand you're in a very good mood.
I am in such a fantastic mood. This is the greatest summer of my life.
Oh, tell us about it. What's going on, Buster?
Well, it's peace in the Middle East. This whole peace in the Middle East thing has really got my skirt blown up. You know, I remember when they first started. Hammering
Many
out.
diplomats have used that expression when talking about peace in the Middle East. So go ahead.
Shimon Peres, Yasser Arafat, this is about 2 years ago, they started hammering this thing out in a cute little meshwanette in downtown Oslo. The old Hammarskjöld meshwanette.
Of course.
And they came to the door. Old lady Hammarskjöld answers the door, right? And she says, boys, I wish you a lot of luck with your piece of cord, but I got a new white shag carpet here. So take your shoes off so as not to schmutz the rug, you know.
Of course.
So Shimon took off his shoes. Yasser took off his sandals. I think they were Birkenstocks. And they started hammering out this piece of cord, hammering. And after about 3 hours, Shimon was getting a little thirsty, and he said, you know, Yasser, I'm thirsty. I'm going to go to the kitchen and get some orange juice. Would you like orange juice? And he said, the orange juice would be good. So he tiptoed over to the kitchen in his stocking feet, and while he was gone, Arafat hocked the loogie right in his shoe. Ah. He comes back, they drink the orange juice, they hammer this Middle East piece of cord. After about 2 hours, Shimon's thirsty again, says, orange juice, orange juice. He tiptoes back to the kitchen. Arafat hocks a loogie in his other shoe. This happens about 4 or 5 times. Finally, it's the end of the day. These guys are tired of hammering. So they call it a day. Shimon puts his shoes back on, and it's like, and he says, when will it end? The spitting in the shoes, the peeing in the orange juice. So that's why I'm happy.
Very nice. Very nice.
True story.
True story. True story, ladies and gentlemen. And a story which I think brought us all together, all across the globe. Buster, thank you very much for not only singing, but doing a story about spit and urine. We thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll see you in a second. Buster Poindexter. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for the night. We're sailing to Portugal. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.